That DM's story time. We 5 friends, game night. One of us said he wanted to DM. He's been playing with us for 2 years. Good player, funny. Everyone's okay with that. Standard fantasy medieval world. The gods have disappeared. In her last breath, the night goddess gave us a magical cat, okay? Blah blah, travel to temples, fight minions. Big bad appears, impossible to win. The cat starts to talk and transform into anime weapons. Oh no. The cat/weapons manifest around us like anime girl. Oh no. Big bad creates shadow clone of us. Impossible to win, again. All the party in 1 HP. A bad copy paste of Drizzt appears. He's the son of Loth, who's a good goddess, but victim of Corellian bad propaganda. He absorbs the shadow clones and single-handedly the big bad, making him retreat. Self-insert character. Oh hell no. We never let him DM again.
Like, that's just a standard. Like,
well, at least you know.
Look, this is the thing. Is it an anime reference? Okay. Probably not a great idea to use an anime reference. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some anime. I'm not going to be like, oh, all anime's bad, even though a lot of it is. Like, let's be serious, a lot of it really is bad. But there is some examples of it being good, and it's just not a great place to take inspiration from role-playing games, because I've yet to see it be done
good.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I just haven't. And then it's like, yeah, we're going to go fight this god, and then, you're going to fight it, but I'm going to be the one that actually sort it out. You know what I mean? Don't worry. I got myself inserted. I got my DM player card. Again, all this stuff can be done.
I'll be the hero.
I'll be the hero. Yeah, exactly. I'm hero.
Yeah.
And then, either way, look, these are just simple problems.
Could have been worse, to be honest.
Yeah, this is pretty mild. Honestly, nothing special.
Yeah. Blatantly puts his fetishes in game.
I thought that was a standard at this point.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
It feels like it is anyway. Did you see, there was one guy we had in the... so we did a video, this is a while back, we did a video about fetishes or something. And there was one guy in the comments being like, actually, everyone has, a vor fetish. It's actually really common. It's like, no. No, it's not.
No. Every game he's run involves birth in some way. He even convinced the player to have his character introduced by having his mother birth his baby brother. Every time goblins are involved, there's always a mention of half-goblins.
Hey.
Goblin matriarchy, clearly just a short stack Amazonry. Almost every female NPC is flirty in some way. In a COS, the artificer became interested in Esmeralda's mechanical leg.
Ooh.
He's a kobold, so she's not interested and says something along the lines of, "That's enough leg for you." What? Female pirate captain is obvious Cumbiot. Tall, strong, haughty, slutty, the works. Commands an army of men who she had free choice of. Vampire Queen takes blood from her willing subjects and is known to join a newlywed bed for the same reason in exchange for lavish gifts.
Wait, did they not do that in Braveheart? I remember that being a thing in Braveheart.
I'm the only one who seems to notice. I love being a DM.
Yeah, I suppose see, that's the thing. See the amount of stories we've done like this. This really makes me wonder, how often does this actually happen? And how often do people actually catch on? Let's be serious. We all know Garbu's up to no good.
Yeah.
We all know Garbu's up to no good. There's no denying that at this point. Garbu, we see you. Don't try and hide it from us.
No, Garbu's open about it.
Yeah, Garbu is open about it. It's like, enjoy my waifu catalogue. I've been trying to convince him to do a waifu catalogue for I don't know how long, and he's just like, no, I'd rather work on the Veil Riders. He's like, do the waifu catalogue. Trust me. Trust me.
Used to DM at a small convention, so got to meet quite a few good and bad GMs. We had one GM who was the special brown blot on our nice shirt.
That's some way of describing someone.
Yeah. He smelt like death.
He's alright, but he's a bit of a shit stain, not gonna lie.
He smelt like death. Either spoke very quietly or very loud, would zone out and drool on himself, and was known to rocks fall, you die, if the party slightly annoyed him, and then go hide in the break room.
I mean, honestly, see if I DM'd at conventions, I would just have very little patience for people.
Yeah.
I don't think I just should never play at a convention, ever, because... yeah, exactly.
We all found him annoying, but he was none the wiser. Very standard bad GM I've heard of before and after this. However, we did find a very good use for him by lumping all the reoccurring problem players we would get with him.
I mean, quarantine is the answer. The only way... am I going to start... Is segregation the only way? Maybe. let the nibs play together.
Let the nibs play together. I heard many stories from other GMs that were near the table of what would happen. Most of the time it was just pure autism, and I've heard it went well, but none of which I could confirm.
I don't know, the guy doesn't seem that bad, like, just... Well, he does have shit stains all over him, so yeah. I'm going to assume he is that bad. He
draws on himself now?
He must have... There's no way someone does that and not have, like, something wrong with them. You have to have something wrong with you if you're, like, literally drill. Do any of you guys drill and have actual mental problems?
I've caught myself sometimes, I'm like, oh fuck.
I mean, I don't think I do.
Playing Shadowrun, having a good time. Even have a joke session making fun of our previous shitty DM. GM introduces a DM player character at some point. DM player character is obviously just John Constantine. We were hard to save him, but he Mary Sued himself out of everything. Literally can't roll for shit because, he tricked some god in the past, so he never actually feels unless he wants to. Shows up to slowly push us into some dumb not D&D plotline. We grumble about it, so he keeps it to a minimum. GM gets a girlfriend. She joins our group. Non-Constantine meets us for one last job. He dies, but allows himself to become the spirit animal of someone in our party. To no one's surprise, his girlfriend gets the spirit animal and all of Not Constantine's powers. Me and the other Decker drops out of the game a session later because we only go on magical only jobs where literally nothing technological is needed. Reducing our characters to glorified background characters.
As you should be. Look, how about this? I'm getting to the point where don't take this seriously, guys, because I actually I've done this quite a few times, and then people actually.
What do you want to say?
I'm in favor of DM player characters now. It is my job to cuck players. Okay, it is it's not only the DM's duty to torture players. It is also our jobs to just ruin their day. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you want to do something? That'd be really cool, but no. No, the thing is, I've done this like a few times and people are like, James, why are you being like this? You actually have autism? It's like, well, yeah, but that's not the end of that. That's not the point, okay, guys? That's not what I'm at, okay?
Right, you slimy human maggots. We has been working hard at Neckbeardia to get the bestest little people that monies can buy. We got all the boys here. We got the boys, the lizard boys, vampire boys, all the boys over at Neckbeardia. Oh, we also got some pretty girls too. But I can't really make out which one's the boys and which one's the girls sometimes. But anyway, I need more monies to get more daggers, so get on over and order some now, you filthy pigs.
Every video that we post, we're going to be giving away all of our homebrew content to one lucky winner. Every video. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is to be subscribed, leave a comment, and like this video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done! Well done! To claim your prize, just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. A sort of alternative modern setting where portals to magic realms started appearing.
Magical realms, are they? Can they be magical realms, Megan? Can they be
magical realms? Magic realms?
But like the smut version?
Oh, right. Started appearing and allowing magic in. The party were a first response sort of law enforcement that sent to detain anything that comes through. I played a German Earth Ganassi woman. She was very stern, by the book sort of stubborn cop, and was clad in bomb squad armour with an equally armoured riot shield, and a shotgun she would pump via a notch in the shield. I was the frontline vanguard. So anyway, dispatch had us head to a portal that opened where we fought some nasty, but a demon woman escaped. We pursued her into and onto the roof of a building in the city. Turned out to be a succubus, and somehow managed to charm my character. My officer proceeded to start stripping, rolling around in the gravel on the roof, and rumming it all over her while orgasming constantly. What should have been a 5 to 10 minute encounter ended up being twice as long, since the GM was describing in intimate detail what my character felt and all that, while trying to cyber with.
The guy just wanted to be the thought brigade, but the DM said, no! No! See, this is why I appreciate DMs. I've got to the point where, do I appreciate these types of DMs for just their sheer force of personality?
That you will be entertained.
You will cybersex with me. You will do this. I do not care. I kind of hope I kind of appreciate that to a certain extent. Like that sheer...
Takes a lot of spunk. drunk.
You know what it is? It's like, look, if you want to be this type of DM, you gotta have some cult leader personality type, you know? And look, the way things are going at the minute, guys, I'm just saying you need to get yourself some warlord.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's starting to look like Mad Max out here, so it is, with a with an energy crisis and all this.
Yes.
Like, you know, just go back, rewatch Mad Max 1 and think to yourself, do I have warlord traits? Should I become a warlord? I think we should become warlords. I think we've got a chance.
So this is the same DM, but just a different story, I'm guessing. So, was a darkest dungeon-themed campaign. We used Pathfinder, and I made a blood mage. Bloat mage. I swear I rarely play female characters.
Alright, okay, sure, whatever.
Was a Shabadi?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Shabadi by race?
Yeah, it's... Look, you laughed at me, alright, about Vampire the Masquerade. I'm getting into this sort of stuff. I'm see World of Darkness, right? I'm just saying.
James, shut up.
Look at me.
So
I'd be the dweeb now.
So instead of bloating, she stored her blood reserves inside of her, as the GM said she was hollow. My character was a sadomasochist, since that seemed nice and grimdark to me. Eventually, an alchemist NPC lady wanted to do experiments on my character, after we found out she's actually a Shabadi. My character agreed, being curious herself. The GM then proceeded to again try to cyber with me about how sexy it is that my character is being vivisected, and how the alchemist is so turned on she can't stand it and wants to fuck my character while she's cut open. Now,
Right.
Is this just two dudes?
Yeah, this is 2 dudes. Let's be serious. You don't find out who it is. It's just 2 guys. Trust me, guys, I'm definitely not gay. Okay, the DM tried to, like, you know, lap me in before, but then this time I was totally prepared by, like, blacking out on my... like, come on, what were you thinking, man? What?
Come on.
See, this is where I almost agree with the cult leader DMs at this point. Like, you know, it's like, you will do as I say.
Yeah.
You will... I hear you guys wanna game this weekend? Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You gotta sort us out, you know? you gotta tickle on balls, you know? You gotta, you know, just a wee bit. Like, you know, it'd be really cool if you did, though. It'd be really cool.
Game event happening in my town. Poster had heaps of games on it, plus live music, plus swordplay.
What type of swordplay?
And that's what I'm thinking.
Hold up.
Don't have many friends, so what the heck? I'll check it out. Show up and there's literally 3 people in a room. 2 of them, DM and a kid, just started playing a Warhammer 40k match, while the third was watching. DM immediately gives off extra drug addict vibes, just by the way he looks and sounds and acts. I decided to watch 2 since 1v1s are usually more fun than a 3-for-all. Alright, dope, let's get this game started. DM. What's the story? We can't fight without a story. This is Warhammer, my guy, just fight. DM. Alright, well, I think my guy will try and talk to your guy, and he says, "Oi, get off my land, human!" Kid ignores and rolls for a shot. DM. Oh, this is quite like Middle-earth, huh? So do these guys do insert 15 minutes of him asking the kid questions and asking more questions each and every time the kid is answering mid-sentence. Kid asks what his defense is since he just wants to get the game going. DM rambles for another 30 minutes about some random shit. Kid is visibly agitated. The guy watching is on his phone. Decided to leave because holy fuck, the DM will not shut the fuck up, and it's been 45 minutes and nothing has happened.
What is going on here? So they show up for like a little play night, and then...
No, it's a 40k match?
Yeah, I know exactly, that's the thing, but look, so it says poster with heaps of games on it, live music, swordplay.
So
they show up, there's only 3 people there.
I'm gonna guess this is a typical, like, DM playing Warhammer.
Did he just...
Who's like, well, we need to have a story. It's like, no, like, Warhammer's not like that.
Well, you know, I like doing that. We would, a lot of times, whenever I was playing 40k, we would try to do, like,
yeah, but this guy wants a
tournaments.
story narrative.
I know.
Narrative.
I know, you can't, yeah, it's not like...
No.
No, it's not. The gameplay is the story. And let's be
exactly.
serious. I don't know, see, this is the thing that I'm, like, not fussed about with 40k anymore. It's just... The gameplay's kind of trash, okay?
Yeah.
It kind of is. It's just not all that fun, and Games Workshop just they don't know what they want to do, and honestly, it's not a fun game to play anymore.
No.
But I don't really want to talk about Games Workshop because
we all know.
because everyone, well, you know the thing, everyone grinds about it, and everyone knows the problem. So like, can we just like move on? I don't know, that's kind of what I feel like. Do you want to just move on, guys? Can we please move on?
I need to know if that DM'd tonight. A completely preventable TPK just happened. I set up a big glowing glass ball artifact the size of a room, deep underground, that needs to be destroyed to save the world. Dramatic plot revealed just before they get to it. It will explode violently when broken, leveling the entire area and surely killing anyone nearby. Surely some brave soul will have to stay behind to do the deed. Enter the MacGuffin of the previous quest. A voodoo doll orb for objects an evil mage was using to torment an entire castle. You can attune it to any object you want on contact, and whatever you do to the little orb happens to the object. He threatened to use it to destroy said castle during the confrontation. PCs prevailed, etc. I made absolutely sure to let them know it's intact and in their possession, and now I'm bound, able to bind it to anything. Basically, I handed them a solution that'll make them feel clever on a silver platter in any recent memory. I had an NPC remind them while they thought the destruction plan through, by asking in their telepathic channel if they still had the object. The PCs responded by saying yes, and it's a good thing. This cursed objects will die with us.
Well, let's be serious. Should you be using evil objects? I feel like too many people have come across cursed stuff.
That's right, they didn't use the voodoo orb to kill the bigger orb. They didn't choose to sacrifice one person. They sacrificed the entire party, ending the campaign on heroic speeches to one another.
No,
Did I fuck this up in some way? Does this thing sound too unclear?
No, they sound like they wanted to do it.
They wanted to do it, but I just...
Okay, your players are leotards.
I think you put too much on the cursed aspect where they're like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, I don't
like, but it could be. No, but it's cursed. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I've had that quite a few times, and honestly, I've played about with cursed items before, and 90% of the time they're better off just not even going near.
Yep.
You're better off just not even touching it. You'll just have an easier time.
Yeah.
I couldn't be, you know what I mean? And maybe they just never thought about it. Maybe they didn't want to use it in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. This seems like the players were okay with it though, and what other way to end the campaign than preventing the end of the world?
Yeah,
players,
it sounded like the end of the campaign to me. So, does it really matter?
No, I don't. I think this thing.
You definitely didn't.
No, I think this thing's fine.
It definitely wasn't a that guy move anyway.
No,
they wanted to do it. So
yeah, and you give them options, so.
It was 6 years ago. I don't remember much, but I'm told to create a character using some mobile app. Know nothing about the role. Have no role playing experience. The day of my first D&D session come. First battle with a bunch of goblins start. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Nobody explains shit. We win the battle, but I die during the fight. I think the goblins only knocked me out, but even finished me off. DM says, well, you found a treasure chest, but since one of you is dead, let's imagine there's a revival potion there and nothing else. Okay, seems fair. Back then I didn't know it was fucking stupid. The next session we are in a city. Everyone goes through their own business. The night goes by. DM says you all wake up, except player 1 and player 2. You're dead. As if it's some kind of fucking werewolf game or something. Also, you, player 3, and you, Anon, you've died if you did X. Okay, whatever, seems fair. Nobody was really expecting to die, so we just continued playing as if nothing's happened. Back then, I didn't even know how stupid it was. Oh, also the DM's name in the social networks was literally Dungeon Master.
I am the Dungeon Master. Like, I get this all the time. People ask us, so your name's like Neckbeardia. Do you identify as a neckbeard? It's no, you need to remember, neckbeard's a personality type. It's not a fedora, it's not a neck, it's none of that. It's, a neckbeard when you meet a neckbeard. Yeah. I don't think I'm actually that much of a neckbeard. It's just all my mates call me a neckbeard. Yeah. Because none of them are interested in 40k role-playing games or anything. Yeah. So it's hyper nerdy hobbies and they're all fucking normies. Yeah. So, do you want to play FIFA? No. So, I get this guy. He identifies he is Dungeon Master. Yeah. I'm a Dungeon Master. What's that, Van Darko? I got you, Machiwa. Yeah. Dungeon Master. I fulfill people's fantasies. That's all the guy wants to do. I don't again, I'm gonna assume this guy's just inexperienced, but if he's calling himself the Dungeon Master, you'd like to expect better. Honestly, all the ones in this video just seem is there something wrong with these people? Is there something not quite there? That's what I've kind of got from a lot of these stories. There was nothing genuinely grievous that you couldn't, talk. Well, there is some, like, let's be serious.
Yeah.
But, and also, I kind of appreciate a strong-willed DM to a certain point, even if they're doing, like, the stupidest shit
James,
ever.
is it the older that you get, the more you appreciate them?
Yeah, I think I am.
It's like, you do you. Fuck what other people say.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I kind of am. I'm feeling like, you know what? If people aren't willing to stand up for themselves, fuck them. You know?
Torture them.
Fuck them, that's why. You know what? Like, you know, I see, this is one of my things. Like, you know, when it comes to, like, charity, I only, like, care for, like, animals and, like, children because I feel like they can't help themselves in their situations that they find themselves in. And
anyone else, you know.
It's like, well, you know, work, like, you know, like, there's certain things you can do. I get it, everyone needs a hand from time to time and whatnot, but, you know, there are certain things you can do to help your situation. You know what I mean? And I can't help but feel like a lot of these stories just end up like...
Well, you didn't have to be there.
did you try and remedy the situation at all? Did you air your grievances, or did the big mean DM just cuck you? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Did he just cuck you? Because that's what it feels like. And I'm really not a fan of the term cuck, but it's so appropriate. You know, I feel like it got so overused at one stage. It was like cuck, and it was like, that's kind of what I felt the same with like Beast and Pilled. It got so overused, but it turned into such a meme that I actually enjoy it now.
Yeah, Beast is just a... Well, you all know, Beast is my daily vocabulary.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here recording this with a Beast t-shirt on right now. A Beast and Skip Gnome t-shirt.
Yeah, Megan's mom asks us all the time, and so does, like, your mate. It's like, what
does Beast mean? Is like, Beast is Beast?
It's just Beast. Just Beast, okay? You don't get it, okay, guys?
If you don't get it, you're not Beast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of all this sort of stuff? What is the core issues that you see? For me, I really do think people just need to fucking stand up for themselves from time to time and just be like, look, this, we go in here, can we, like, rework it in some way? Can we... See, and again, this is the thing, this is why, I think we said it last game, I don't really like the idea of playing with people that I don't feel like I could sit down and have a drink with, because if I couldn't sit down and have a drink with them, I don't feel like
you're
I
not
could...
going to get along with them?
Well, I don't think I could speak freely with them and be able to actually get my points across to them, and them to actually even consider me. Or, like, you know, or, like, see, this is a problem I feel like I get all the time, is I think people take me the wrong way, because I can be very blunt with people, and people are like, oh, he's just being a big meanie. He's not considering of my feelings. Like, you know...
Same with me. A lot of people think I'm a bitch, but I just don't... I don't beat about the bush.
Yeah, I feel like... And that's what I might turn into a grumpy old man.
Yeah, we are.
That's what I feel like.
I think I'm getting worse because I have a child.
Yeah, I don't have time to...
I don't have time to mess about, and I don't have time to hear your woes.
Yeah, like if a fully grown adult is getting on the same way as a
6-year-old, it's like, if my son can deal with his emotions better than you, and he's only one,
I'm sorry, man.
Stop it.
We need to reevaluate here to a certain extent. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cheated or whatever.
Maybe I'm just a parent.
Yeah. Have any of you guys experienced this? Like, I know, you know, the weird thing is a lot of you guys are actually older than us. We're 28, so I'm good. Like, you know, there's a good few years. Like, it's at least half of you that are older than us. But yeah, like, enough of that rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, check out links, the models,
hit
the
subscribe,
website,
and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. Check out the models.
Yeah, definitely
really
helps us out a lot.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
All those moments lost in time.